Somebody threw it out there. I don't know who threw it out there. And I'm not here to throw nobody under the bus. They keep on saying this fight is going to happen. And once again, this fight may happen, but further down the future. They said the fight was going to happen, what, in November?
Yep, November 19th, I think.
November 19th, so happened, but I don't know who threw it out there, and I'm not here to throw nobody under the bus. They keep on saying this fight is going to happen, and once again, this fight may happen, but further down the future. They said the fight was going to happen, what, in November?
Yep, November 19th, I think.
November 19th, so that's basically all we'll say, but a month away, okay? A little bit over a month away, okay? 6 weeks, whatever. Right? No press tour.
No.
No press conference at all.
No.
Spence didn't post about it.
No.
Crawford didn't post about it. So please stop listening to these inaccurate writers writing about things that they don't know about. And we spoke about this before. How do you know this and how do you know that? Once again, me and Al Heyman is business partners. Me and Al Heyman speak every day.
Floyd and Al.
No one can say I'm with Floyd Mayweather, but I'm not with Al Heyman.
Corny
no one can say I'm
sounding
with Al
out.
Heyman, but I'm not with Floyd Mayweather. We're one.
He a whole cornball,
Whoever
100%.
is out there speaking on, talking about this fight is going to happen, I don't know who was the first person to write this. And I'm pretty sure you probably know because you do your homework on these type of, on these type of situations.
I
so
do know.
Who's the first person that you know that said something about this?
I'm pretty sure it was Mike Coppinger at ESPN.
And you got to realize ESPN is a top. We got to realize this is a top flight company, top flight. So a lot of times people just, what they call it, clickbait.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of times people want a bunch of likes or a bunch of people to, get a bunch of hype around a certain thing or their website or anything or their blog site. I don't really know.
Right.
At the end of the day, as of right now, the Spence and Crawford fight is not happening.
What's good, family? It's your man, No.1, back once again. Wow. I've taken some time off from this channel, and it's shocking. In the last few weeks, we've moved actually backwards. Can you believe it? I'm telling you now, get this Floyd guy out of here. Floyd is a whole cornball. Yeah? He always trying to inject himself. And you can this for me, it stinks of Mayweather Pacquiao now. Just listening to the verbiage. Oh, this fight may happen. It's gonna. In fact, you know what? Let's replay the actual quotes, because the quotes just was a madness for me.
A month away. Okay, a little bit over a month.
Yep, November 9th.
This fight may happen, but further down the future. They said the fight was going.
This fight may happen further down the future. Now, we ain't trying to hear that, Floyd. That was your bum-ass, boring-ass, bum-slaying, having-ass career. Yeah? Floyd versus Berto. Floyd versus Guerrero. Who does that? Bum-ass fights. They're bum fights. People slag Canelo off, yeah? Whatever we say about Canelo, he weren't fighting no Bertos in the prime of his life. He weren't fighting no Guerreros either, for that matter. He just ain't. Yeah? Whatever we say about Plant and Billy Joe, they ain't Berto and Guerrero. Berto and Guerrero are D-level fighters. And Floyd, he's supposed to be above Canelo. So what was he doing? Fighting Berto and this guy and this old guy and this bum guy. Floyd is a cancer to the sport. And Floyd gets off on the fact that he don't want no one, number one, to do better than him. And he knows, guess what? Spence versus Crawford is a more substantive fight than anything he ever had in his career. It's a fact, people. Show me where Floyd fought at ERROL Spence or at Terence Crawford. Two prime raw athletes of that kind of skill level. It doesn't exist, people. It just don't. Yeah? Pacquiao's 50 years old. Who else is there? There's no one else. There's no one else. And that's why Floyd, he gets off on these kind of fights not happening. The same way he gets off on Tank fighting bums. Yeah? Floyd likes to make people in his image. He thinks he's a god. In the Bible it says God made his people in his own image. That's what Floyd likes to think he's doing. He likes to make Tank in his own image. If he can, makes me laugh. We hear about ERROL Spence and Terence Crawford. Oh man, you know, I'm my own boss, son. No, you're not. You're Floyd's bitch, by the sounds of things. Floyd says, I work with Al Heyman. And you heard what Floyd, who works with Al Heyman, Floyd, who said nothing gets done without me and Al Heyman, just told you this fight may happen, but it'll be down the line. Now, what does this fight may happen, but it will be down the line? That means it definitely ain't happening now. It might happen in 6 years' time. Yeah? Just like Mayweather Pacquiao. Don't forget, people, Mayweather Pacquiao happened when both men were 50 years old. That's a fact. That's a big fact. Yeah? That's when it happened. And I'm not being funny, but Terence Crawford, he's like 37 already. Like, let's not forget, people, this fight really should have been happened a year ago. That's a God's honest truth. I think ERROL Spence is about 34 too. Yeah? This fight's getting long in the tooth as it is, and Floyd's saying down the line. Down the line for what? Both men have all the belts. There is no down the line, it's now. And the fact, Floyd, yeah, don't forget, most of us here haven't boxed, or we certainly haven't boxed to his level. You'd think someone in his position would be trying to egg this fight on. Come on, lads, let's get it popping. We want to see the best versus the best. You never hear that from Floyd. Floyd gets off on. He's a weird Napoleon having ass. These men who are below 5 foot tall here, they get off on because they ain't got no power in their own life. They get off and trying to find power. They seek power out in other people's lives. Floyd gets a buzz of No.1 trying to be all in the video. He trying to be all in everyone's business. Who the fuck has Floyd? Get this guy out of here. Get this midget having Napoleon having ass complex out of here. Of all the things that Crawford versus Spence may need, it don't need Floyd. It don't need Floyd and his it may happen down the line. You heard him at the end of the video as well. Let's replay this. Yeah? Let's see what this clown having ass actually said. Here we go.
You know, get a bunch of hype around a certain thing or their web.
Right.
At the end of the day, as of right now, the Spence and Crawford fight is not happening.
As of right now, the Spence Crawford fight isn't happening. So what are you doing to make it happen? I'd respect Floyd if he came out and said, listen, I'm an elder in this game. I'm a Hall of Famer in this game. I've been sitting down trying to reason with ERROL Spence and Terence Crawford to get it done. I want the fans to know, as a patron of boxing, the old head's here to get this over the line. Why don't we ever hear anything positive from Floyd? It's always, he's always trying to do that kind of power move. If it gets done, it will involve me. It's not happening now. It will happen. I get the feeling like he wants to say, it's not happening now. It will happen when I want it to happen. Even though I'm not even sure he has that power. If I was to bet, I think he's capping. I don't think he has any involvement at all, truth be known. I think Floyd just inject himself into the situation. I wouldn't be surprised to hear that ERROL Spence don't even know who Floyd is in that sense, as it pertains to this fight. I really wouldn't. Floyd likes to think he's all involved, but he ain't. He an outsider. Me and you have got as much idea about this fight as Floyd does, I reckon. Big facts. I've got another video coming soon. Espinosa essentially exposed Floyd and said that Floyd is capping. Floyd is waffling. Although, to be fair, Espinosa's been telling us the fight's coming since how long, so I don't know what to believe anymore. I'd like to say that, yeah, Floyd's capping, but really, who's been correct? Espinosa's been telling us 2 weeks for the last 6 months. Floyd, in reality, is telling you it's not happening now, and I'm not even going to guarantee it in the future. It may happen down the line. In true Floyd fashion. Yeah? It may happen 10 years after people want it. That's what the truth is. Call me a liar. Yeah? He fought Shane Mosley at 38 years old. Oh my God, this guy. This guy is the original bum slayer. It's got to be said. I've never seen someone with so much talent, yeah, do nothing with it. Floyd is the original guy who had all the talent but was a bum slayer. It's scary when you look back at things. Can you imagine? Can you imagine today, yeah? Errol Spence versus Robert Guerrero on pay-per-view. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we slagged off Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia on pay-per-view. Floyd was fighting individuals like Berto and like Guerrero on pay-per-view. These were big fights. Can you believe that? I'm sorry, I can't believe it. I just don't believe it. When you bear in mind Terence Crawford versus Sean Porter, listen, what would Sean Porter do to Robert Guerrero? What would Sean Porter do to Andre Berto? Exactly. And people was quibbling about that. Floyd's got the most pumped up career in the history of the game. I've never seen a man do so little. That's the God's honest truth. What prime athletes did he fight? Where are the Terence Crawford, even to be quite frank, where's even the Ugases? Where's even the Sean Porters? Don't forget, people, Sean Porter was around when Floyd was active. That's just a fact. Kell Brook was around when Floyd was active. Errol Spence was around when Floyd was active. That's just what it is, it's not a lie. At the peak of Floyd's career, all of them names were also at the peak of their career. Sean Porter was a world champion in 2014. Why didn't Floyd fight him? Instead, he fighting some random ass dude. God knows who. And the scary thing is, yeah, what happened when Floyd fought a semi-competitive guy? For example, Maidana. Maidana was young and hungry. What happened there? Oh, Floyd, I'm not saying he lost, but you know what I mean? He got some good work. Imagine now that's Kell Brook. Yeah? A big, strong, young bull coming to get you. I'm not saying Floyd wouldn't have won, but why didn't we see them once? You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, Floyd has a lot to say about Canelo. Yeah? A lot to say. Floyd weren't even fighting the best in his own weight division. Never mind going up. He was fighting the D-level guys in his own weight. And I wouldn't mind so much, but the more I hear from this dude, yeah, Gervonta Davis. And now, Gervonta Davis is already a goon. I ain't trying to hear no more from him. The quicker he gets, I'd love to see him get knocked out. I'm praying someone knocks that guy out. That's what he needs. The bottom or bum slayer. But his career's already been ruined. The fact that Floyd seems to have some involvement in Crawford versus Spence, it sickens me to my core. This guy is he's not a positive force. He's a goober. Yeah? If Floyd thought, yeah, that the public would perceive him powerful for this fight not to happen, he would choose that. If there was two options, Floyd to appear powerful, i.e., Floyd's able to stop this fight, for example, and Floyd not appearing powerful, he'd take it every time. He don't care about the sport. He cares about maintaining an image no one believes in, apart from the weird man fans, the weird Floyd sucker offers. Apart from the dudes who want to suck Floyd off, no one thinks Floyd's powerful. Yeah? Jake Paul pulled up and slapped you on your head. That's the God's honest truth. A YouTuber goober pulled up, took your hat and slapped you on the head. That's what they did. Yeah? The streets ain't got no respect for Floyd. He corny. Yeah? Listen, Floyd, ever since Nelly pulled up, ever since broke Nelly, in your words, don't forget, people, Floyd said Nelly's broke. Well, listen, ever since broke Nelly pulled up and took your prime prize, Miss Jackson, your future wife-to-be, you ain't had no respect from the streets. That's just what it is. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Yeah? Because you ain't do nothing. Broke-ass Nelly pulled up, took your prime prize, took your prime female, and you ain't do nothing. And you've been down bad ever since. And you've been corny ever since. Get this guy out of here, man. I ain't trying to hear no more from Floyd. And I'm not blaming it all on him, yeah, but listen. Spence and Crawford, both of them two are weird as well. Listen, I'm not the man to sit here and tell you I don't think contracts can be done in a week or two. I agree with that. But what these two idiots are doing, unbelievable. It shouldn't take more than 2 months. 2 months here is long as well. It's been about 6 months. What's going on? Shocking. Smash the like button, subscribe, and your boy will be back 1,000,000%.